You say you'll be down in 5. The smell of your perfume is floating down the stairs. You're fixing up your hair like you do.
I know that I'll be a mess the second that I see you, but you won't be surprised. It happens every time, it's nothing new.
It's always on a night like tonight. I thank God you can read my mind.
'Cause when you look at me with those eyes,
I'm speechless, staring at you standing there in that dress. What it's doing to me ain't a secret, 'cause watching you is all that I can do. And I'm speechless. You already know that you're my weakness. After all this time I'm just as nervous every time you walk into the room. I'm speechless.
it started when you said hello. Just did something to me, and I've been in a daze ever since the day that we met.
You took the breath out of my lungs, can't even fight it, and all of the words out of my mouth without even trying. And I'm speechless, staring at you standing there in that dress. What it's doing to me ain't a secret, 'cause watching you is all that I can do. And I'm speechless. You already know that you're my weakness. After all this time I'm just as nervous every time you walk into the room. I'm speechless. Yeah, baby. It's always on a night like tonight. I thank God you can read my mind.
Yeah, 'cause when you look at me with those eyes, I'm speechless.
Standing there in that dress,
Oh, babe.
girl, it ain't a secret, 'cause watching you is all that I can do. Oh, I'm speechless. You already know that you're my weakness. After all this time I'm just as nervous every time you walk into the room.
Before I met you, I promised to never settle for less again. So I made a list of everything I wanted in a man. A few months later, you came along and met every requirement except for one. You aren't a liberal, but we're working on that. Despite all of my best efforts to push you away, I fell in love with you in a few short weeks. On December 28th, 2018, 2 months into dating, I wrote vows to you. I included some of my favorite moments with you, like finding my favorite Alanis Morissette song that's actually Meredith Brooks, making a special Christmas delivery to save me from a mom fail, forcing me out of the kitchen to take a bath while you cooked dinner, and my favorite on the list, you opened the freezer door without me asking. All of these moments seemed life-changing at the time, and I laugh now because they have all become so normal. You always told me love isn't something you feel, it's something you do, and I finally understand that. I fell in love with you for the millions of things you never knew you were doing. Thank you for always being kind and patient. Thank you for loving me so passionately that I learned to love myself again. As we start our life together, I promise to choose to love you every day. I promise to be patient and kind through every season of life. I promise to always motivate you, tell you I'm proud of you, and be your light in the dark. And I promise to always be on your team. You make me a kind of happy I never knew was possible, and I can't wait to spend the rest of my life loving you.
Love will not always be perfect. It will not always be a fairy tale or a storybook, and it will not always come easy. Love will always be about overcoming obstacles, about facing challenges, about fighting to be together, and about holding on and never letting go. Love is a short word, easy to spell, difficult to define, and impossible to live without. Love is work, but most of all, love is realizing that every hour, every minute, and every second will be worth it because we will do it together. I promise to grow and build with you a better life each day as we learn from each other to be kind, to be giving, and to be more forgiving. To have the patience that love demands, to speak when words are needed, and to share in silence when they are not. To always make you laugh and to laugh at myself. To always love you for being you and to never ask you to be more than exactly what you are. When times get tough, and they will get tough, I promise to remain steadfast with my commitment to you. Most importantly, I promise to be vigilant in striving to be the kind of man we want our children to grow up to be. From this day forward, I promise my unconditional love and unwavering devotion. Love never fails.